Hi everybody, it's Rebecca from Crafting on the Ridge. I didn't get a warning to tell me that I was live, but I think I am live. How are you today? Come on in, pop in, say hello. Let me see if I can find myself. Yes, I think I'm live now. I am. Oops. Let me share myself. Oops. I feel like I'm rushing. And share. Alright, let me get back over on my page so I can see it. How are y'all doing today? It's Wednesday. Few more days. 2 more days. Saturday. Yay. Okay, so I'm working again. I hear myself. I'm working again using these vintage hinges and all those cool little pieces that I got. And I did, it came from a house where people were moving out, and these were found in the house. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to actually use hinges for this project. I've got scrap wood. I don't know what size it is. It's this leftover wood. It was a pallet wood. This one's 11. I'm not going to be using, I'm going to show you something on this project because I went ahead and tried it out first. So I had another piece of wood similar to it. So the one I'm actually going to be using is 12 inches by 7. Okay. All right. Say hello when you come in if you want to, but if you're shy, that's okay. Just glad you're here. So what I'm making tonight is it's going to be another wall. It'll be something that you hang on the wall, and it's going to have these little hinges. I thought they were cute little hinges, and they got the little center part here, which is going to be perfect for like hanging keys, or maybe like you know, have the nurses and some people in doctor's offices, they wear their name badge around their neck, so they could hang that with their keys. So that would fit on here pretty good too. I don't think you could hang any, like a towel or anything like that, because I think it just wouldn't be enough room right here. But, so this is going to be hinges, and I have a whole bunch of these hinges, and they're missing the other side. So, I thought this would be cool. So, now this is the hinge here that was missing the pin and the little spindle on the other end. Well, I took that little spindle, I took a nail, and then I used some clay, and I made another spindle that looks like this one. And then I know I said that tonight I was not doing any painting. And then I realized I had to do a little bit, but it was not actually going to be painting this wood like I did the one the other night. I needed to just paint this, and then on the end of one of the cut sides of that other piece of wood over here, I needed to take and put like a wash on it, because it was a cut piece and the other side had already weathered, and the other one was too fresh of a cut. So I wanted to weather it up so that they would match. So I painted this spindle, and now when I put it together, they look almost alike. Almost. I don't think, if no one knows it, they would never know that this was made out of clay. This side right here. So, what I need to do first is, one cool thing, I'm going to bring y'all in closer when I start doing this. I'm just going to talk about it for a second. This is pallet wood, and it's really it's really nice pallet wood, and it was pretty thick. And I don't know if these two pieces went together. I don't think so because of the color, but they were this is how big the pieces were and the way they were attached on the board. When I cut them off the board, they were actually held on the board by these really long staples, really old, cool looking staples, but I could not salvage it because it was really hard pulling these things out. So those staples were gone. Well, I like this look, but it's not on this side. So I wanted to show you how I'm going to make the two sides look similar. So I'm going to bring you in closer. I'm just going to use, if I would have went out to the building, I probably could have, in the workshop, I probably could have went and got me a, the wood, I don't know what you call them. Those punch things. I could probably find me a flat punch that was probably almost the exact size of this, but this works fine. So what I did first, I'm going to just bring you in close. And I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not trying to make it too perfect. I just going to take the pencil and I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to kind of go in the same direction and I'm just going to put a little line. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do it all the way down on this opposite side. All right. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm going to actually just take my screwdriver and I'm going to put it right here on that little line and I'm just going to hit it. This is going to be kind of loud. One good hit like that. All right. Make sure it's not too big. And then this is just kind of frayed out on the edges, so I'm just going to kind of bend it like that. Just kind of make it mimic, so it's not this perfect. Well, it's not really perfect, but the line's not too perfectly squared. I'm just going to flare the little ends out a little bit. Just like that. Now, let me show you. Bring it up to you close. See, now you can see they match better. Now, what I had to do also was, like I said, see how this side is really, really smooth. And this side is roughed up. So all I did was I took, let me lift this up a little bit. So all I did was I just held on the side and I just took the hammer and I just kind of went down it just like this. And then just kind of turned the hammer this way. Just went back. And then I just went like that. Just got it roughed up. I just kept doing that over and over until I got it nice and rough. You can see. See, it shows up. Now it's all roughed up. So even on the front, if you see this edge here is all roughed up. So I just took you can either do the screwdriver or you can do the hammer the same way. Just kind of go down it. Just kind of rough it up. Okay, so that makes it roughed up. So the other cool little thing that I did, which I thought when I got to thinking, and then I did a wash on the side. I just mixed up some black and white paint with a little bit of brown. And then I just watered it down. And then I just kept patting it on the other one. I'll show you right here. So you can see, here's what the color was. And here it is where I did the wash on it. Okay. So the other little thing that I did, I really liked those staples that were in it. Well, I don't have any staples to put in it. So I thought about it and I thought, what can I do? And I posted it on my Facebook page tonight that we wasn't painting, but we was going to use some cinnamon. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the cinnamon And I'm going to take some glue. And I don't want a whole lot of glue because I don't want it to come up high, and I'm going to drop cinnamon down inside all these little holes so it will look like there is a rusty staple down in there. So I'm just going to put a little bit. Okay, just going to put a dot in each one for a moment. And then I'm going to take a paintbrush and spread it a little bit. Make it just a little bit more. Okay, so let me take this paintbrush and I'm just going to take it and spread it down there on the very bottom there. And it's not very deep. Okay, then I'm just going to take a pinch of cinnamon. This is cinnamon that I use a lot to put on like my bells if I want to make the bells look rustic. And if you paint your bells brown, and then put this cinnamon on it, it looks really nice and rustic. Get it all down in there. All right. I'm going to just pat it off what's left over on the top on the trash can. I want to make sure there's none on the top. I just want it down to the bottom. Okay, that is cool. And it smells delicious. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. And what I'll do when I take pictures, I will take a really up close picture. I do not know if I can go out. If you can even see down inside of there. I don't think you can. You might be when I go back and watch a replay. Sometimes I'll think that you can't see it. And then when I go back on the replay, you actually could. And then I'm standing there turning back and forth and I'm thinking, they can see it. But when I look down in these little cracks and dents now, I see that little line of rust right in the bottom of it. So it does look like a staple. So that's what I wanted to show you on this spare piece. But I'm going to use the other one because of the size of the other one. I like the other side. So I'm just going to put this one over here. And I'm going to pull this other one out. Okay. Same thing. So here it is. It's a little bit bigger. And I really love this detail on the sides. Okay, so next I'm going to do, again, this is just really quite simple. It's just leftover wood. I didn't really measure. I think this one's even cut a little crooked. But it's okay because this is what I'm looking for and it matches all this rustic stuff. I'm going to attach this on the top. But first, oh, I didn't cut my glue gun on. Yeah. Alright, so while that's, I guess I could go ahead and attach these while that's heating up. And all I'm going to do is, let me see. These are 3 different styles. And I'll bring it in a little bit closer again. If I can get in here. Wish I could get this closer for y'all. Okay, so this one is kind of like, it's got little scallops going all the way down the edges. This one is just, it's kind of strange. It's almost like the metal's got a little crimp in it. It's just kind of plain. It's got more black on it. This one's got more green on it, and then it just has this one little big scallop like that. I thought it would look cool having them all kind of mixed. So, I guess I can eyeball it, but I'm going to put this around the 6 inches, and I'll do this the 10 inch, and this at the 2 inch. Okay. Now, what I also did, I told you, like I said, I wasn't going to do any painting on the lab tonight, but I did pre-paint some tops of these screws because these screws are silver and I didn't want silver, so I painted these brown. And I'm thinking, let me get a hole punch, a little punch. Then I may not have to actually drill holes. Let me make sure this is going to be even one more time. I want to make sure that these all are the same distance from the end. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to punch the hole. These screws aren't very long because this wood is probably only about 3/4 of an inch thick. When I made the doorknob one, those screws are going to be longer than these. This is not going to be made for real heavy stuff. I mean, it may haul. I don't know. We'll see when I get it done. And I did get some keyhole hooks that go on the back. They're round. And then I bought me some Forster drill bits to drill holes. I've been wanting one of those, so I did get that. Okay, so now let's put these screws in. I might could do those. Maybe I should do them by hand. Let me grab a screwdriver. Sorry. Where's my Phillips? I mean, I got my drill, but I just want to first try see if I should do them with my finger. Oh, it's magnetic. Good. I'm just going to get them started and then I'll do it with the drill. I just wanted to make sure that the drill will be much faster. Okay. Now this brown is not the exact color I want, but I'm going to do the same trick I did here, and I'm going to put a little cinnamon on the heads of these screws. I think that will make it look cool. And I'm not even paying any attention to see if I have any comments. I haven't seen any pop up. Boy, is it hot outside today. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. It is so hot. It was hot this morning. I went outside to check on my pool early this morning before I left. And, gosh, it was hot. And that was 7 o'clock this morning. It was so like a sauna outside. You know what? Because I painted the heads of those, I'm thinking I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do it with the screwdriver. Because if I spin that drill, I might spin the paint off of these. Alright. Good. There's not going to be a whole lot to this tonight. But I think I liked all this rustic look. I thought it was kind of cool. I was standing up, it probably worked better. Okay. I've been recording my lives now so I can post them to YouTube. And my Mevo only records 28 minutes at a time. So my live I did the other night was in 3 parts. And when I first went to try to put the whole thing together and make one and then upload it, it took like 2 hours to splice it together. And then it would not upload to YouTube. It was a total of like, it was an hour and 6 minutes, and then I kind of condensed it down. I could only get down to like 58 minutes, and it just wouldn't upload it. So I had to upload them into 3 sections. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do on that one. And this, we're going to put this on last. So now my hot glue gun is nice and hot. Let me move this out of the way. I will need this and this. And I'm going to still need that for some more cinnamon. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right here just to help me hold this together when I am actually nail gunning it together. Make sure I get this in the right spot. Because that's going to flip up. Again, it's just to help me hold it. Just so I can, it's hard to nail gun it and hold it at the same time. This will just give me a little bit of help. Alright, so now I'm just going to turn it around. And, oh, I need my nail gun. Guess I need my nail gun. It's caught on its hook. Come here. Oh, I like these. They look so good on this wood. This wood is very, very rustic. Okay, now hopefully I do not send this down inside of there. I think I have 1.5 inch nails. And I can barely see them. Did not come through. They did not pop out. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna put one right here. That's probably enough because I'm going to put the hinge on. All right, let me just stick this back in here. And we'll cut this off. I don't want it to cut on. Unplug it. Because sometimes it's cut on before and I'm in the middle of something and it's loud and it scares the daylights out of me. Okay. So now the next thing I want to do is this cool hinge. I thought would look awesome right in the middle. Isn't that neat? Okay. So now I just need to punch holes here and here. I'm going to go ahead and put these in first. I like these hinges because they have the scrolly pattern on them and it's like raised. I like it. And now this hinge, of course, is not going to work like a regular hinge, but I'm glad this is magnetic. That really helps getting these down in there. Right. Okay. So that's that way. So let me flip it this way. And And I'll punch the holes in this side. Oh, that wood's hard. Man, that's hard. I have to drill that one. Yep. I have to drill that. Man, that's some tough wood. Hopefully I get in there. I'm going to turn it sideways. Just need to start the hole. Because I do not want to go all the way through the bottom of it. Y'all, I didn't test any of this. I just decided this is what I was going to do and just said, let's run with it. Oh, that is tough. That is some hard wood. I got this one in there for deep enough. There it goes. Definitely think I should have put those on before this. Oh well, you learn. Okay. Now, what I want to do is the same thing I did before. I'm not going to put a long, I just want to, I need a place to put some glue. I need a little piece of paper or something. Just a little bit. Yeah. I'm just going to touch it on these. On it. The paint that's on it, even though the paint is flat, to me, it has still like a little shine to it. Okay, good. Now, let me turn it this way, and then I'll shake it all at the end.